Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So today we get to take a look at the 2025 Audi S3. This is the Premium Plus. It's finished off in Daytona Gray Pearl, and the MSRP with all of the options is just over $61,000. We have a lot to cover in today's review. So if you're looking for a sporty sedan that's on the smaller side, this is a great option to go with. Now underneath the hood, this model is powered by the 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. It is paired to the 7-speed automatic, and this pumps out 328 horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque. That power sent through the Quattro all-wheel drive system, propelling this 3,500-pound sedan from 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds with a top speed of 155 miles an hour. Now this model also features the black optics package, so you have a lot of black accents up front. There's also the new Audi badge right in the middle. There's parking sensors too, a sensor for the distance pacing, and a lot of gloss black accents and cutouts to provide additional cooling. Now there's also a new design for these LED headlights with the DRLs and turn signals in this upper section here, and then the headlights and high beams are just underneath that. There's also more cutouts in the lower section there and some great lines that come down the hood. This still retains that hexagonal design for the grille that just has a little bit different of a shape, and there's more gloss black accents down on the side. Now this model also has a very nice set of two-tone wheels with the red S-line brake calipers. There's carbon fiber for the power folding side mirrors with the turn signal, sunroof up top, more gloss black accents for the window trim and the lower side skirt. There's also some really neat lines that run down the side, especially above the fender arches, both front and rear, and in the lower section of the door there. Now this is also sporting a pretty large carbon fiber spoiler there. There's the backup camera, LEDs for the lights. This has the sport exhaust with the quad tip, and then more gloss black with the diffuser in that lower section. Now you can use the button on the key fob or the one up underneath to gain access to the trunk, where you have a good bit of space. You can also fold down the back seats if you need to, and you have a little bit of storage underneath the floor if you need to place some items there. So for this smaller size, it's pretty practical if you're not looking for a large sedan. And then hopping into the back, there's the proximity door handles. This model has Alcantara interior lighting. We have some brushed accents too, the leather and a little bit of storage, and then the Nappa leather seats with a great design. Now 5'10", I'd say I have a good bit of space. There's some storage pockets, you have vents, temperature dial, some auxiliaries. My head is just barely touching the headliner. It is a small vehicle, but I could ride around town nonetheless. You have the armrest and cup holders, and then a good bit of visibility. So for its smaller size, it works pretty well. And then we have a lot here. Premium Plus package, carbon fiber package, black optics, tech package, the exhaust too, and the leather seats. Really neat design in the Alcantara here. More of the interior lighting, memory seating adjustments. Power folding side mirrors are also heated, and then there's the trunk release, and then the S logo in the top of these seats. And as we start this up, we have the leather and a perforated leather steering wheel, paddle shifters on both sides. On the right side, there's a favorites button. You have volume tuning, Bluetooth, and voice commands. And then on the left side, this is how you can get through all of this information. Then you can use the arrows to scroll across the top and push on view to bring this up in a larger screen. So if you'd like to view this way, you have two different options to go through that. And then you have your cruise and distance stalk on the left. There's also a little bit of storage with the headlight and fog light adjustments, an air vent on both sides of the steering wheel, and then you have several icons that you can go through here depending on what you need to get into. We can quickly get into the drive select for the different driving modes for this, and then there's shortcuts for your navigation, phone, and music on that far left. You do get a screen down below for your fan speed, temperature, where you'd like the air to go. This has heated seats too, and a few other of those controls. There's a shortcut down below for the drive select, traction control, engine start stop, the hazards. There's also another shortcut for the parking system and the sensors. And this model even has parallel parking, so you can use that as needed. Last one is for the driving assistance, so you can go through all these and set them up as you would like. Now there's wireless charging and auxiliaries. In order to adjust the volume, just scroll your finger around the outside. There's tuning, power, and mute. This is how you put the vehicle into reverse. And then there's drive and sport mode. Park is in front of that. You have the e-brake, cup holders, 12-volt, a little bit of storage with a little bit more under the armrest. Plenty of storage in the glove box there. Garage door buttons are up top. There's the dome lights, and you even have the perforated sunshade. So you can actually close this with the sunroof open, which is really nice if you want that open feel, but you want a little bit of shade from the sun too. And then here's a look at visibility. It's pretty easy to see all around. It's not a big vehicle, but you have a lot of glass, so that way you can easily see. And we're still in dynamic mode, second gear. Here we go. With a mild acceleration, we're up to speed. The shifts are also virtually non-existent. They're so smooth, you can't even feel the upshifts. And then same goes for the downshifts. Very smooth in the downshifts with the rev matching that it has built in, just to provide you with more of that luxury feel. So there's nothing harsh about the shifting, even in dynamic mode, but it's still going to give you something that is sporty and fun. So this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for the new Audi S3. Definitely a nice place to be. It's also pretty easy to see around too. Like I mentioned, this is a small vehicle. A little bit hard to see the hood, which is interesting. You definitely sit low in this car, as you would expect in a sedan. But it's easy to place the car because of how small it is, and it's very comfortable even in the dynamic setting. So let's tone it back again into comfort, where we can feel a difference with the bumps in the road here. But it's a nice vehicle. Again, it's on the smaller side, so if you're not looking for a big vehicle, it's still practical for people in the back and smaller items, things like that. But it is one heck of a vehicle to drive. I think it's a really good vehicle, especially for the money. Maybe not quite going this fully loaded when you can get into an RS3 for not much more, but it's certainly a fun car. And I know my brother and his wife have really enjoyed these for the 3 that they've had total. So it's a really neat vehicle to check out. It's also quiet, well-refined feeling. There's really nothing to not like about it. And you can check out some of the hate videos they've made on it just with their personal experience. Nothing that they absolutely hate, but not every car is going to be 100% perfect. But that turn was very easy to turn around. And it is quick. I'm just babying it today. But definitely a fun car. That's going to wrap it up for the 2025 Audi S3. Once again, huge shout out to Audi Northlake for providing this smaller sedan for me today. Take a look at their website, link down below. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.